Well, hi there. This is Ron, and welcome to a video on an important skill for being an engineer. In fact, I really like those words, being an engineer. This whole series highlights the different things that it means for each of us to be an engineer. And remember, one of the Iron Range mottos is becoming the engineer I want to be. And we really embrace that individualism in each of us. But today's topic is called learning about learning. And when I'm out recruiting, I always tell this story because I think it is really relevant. Um, Here's what's not going to happen on the first day of your new job. Your new supervisor is not going to say, "Welcome, Hannah. We're excited that you're here to work at Lockheed Martin, and we've hired Dr. Ron to be your professor." Anytime you need to learn something technical at Lockheed Martin, you just call Dr. Ron and he'll come in and teach it to you. Well, no, we know that doesn't happen. But we have an incredible amount of learning that we do for our whole career. There's, people always joke, I only used about 10% of the knowledge that I learned in college in my profession. Well, that's probably true. It's probably true because there's so much technical knowledge that goes around your company, and technical knowledge is increasing at an exponential rate. So we have to become experts at our own learning. It turns out there's some amazing psychology behind this. And so one of the things we do in our program is we have, during the Bell Academy, a weekly class called Learning About Learning. And we have an expert that we have hired in as an adjunct professor. Her name is Dr. Justine Chasmar, and Justine teaches this class. For those people who love, who become passionate about learning, they can actually go on and do a technical advanced credit later on in their education. There are a couple of good models that we talk about. So I'm going to share my screen and just show you those models. They end up being a big part of our learning about learning. This one right here is called the composite model of SDL, or of self-directed learning. And I'm not going to go through it and explain it, but in here is the learning cycle where we activate knowledge, seek resources, create models, seek feedback, elaborate on our models, practice retention, and then validate goals and plans and regulation. Here's what I like to think that self-directed learning is. It's project management, just as you would do on any engineering project, except the project is our own learning. Let's take a look at another model, a wonderful book. And if you've spent any time around me, you've heard me talk about this book before. It's called Learn Better by Ulrich Boser. Ulrich has been to Iron Range Engineering and really helped us develop a lot of our techniques. But so if you haven't heard of this book, go buy it, listen to it on Audible or read it. It has 6 chapters, and there are 6 elements in the learning about learning model. We start with value. What value does this bring to my life? If it doesn't have any, not going to do it. Target, that's setting goals and setting plans. Develop, that's creating the model of understanding. Imagine using a whiteboard and creating a little map that helps you think of what you know and what you don't know, how they're connected. Extend is taking the learning to another step and using it. And then we connect it, relate, back to all of our other learning. And then rethink is reflection. So both of these are valuable models, but the most important thing here, and the bottom line, is that we need to become masters of how we learn. And we spend time in our program dedicated specifically to that knowledge gain and to that mastery. All right, you have a great day.